Tyson's here with us, and he's looking in unbelievable shape. I've never seen him with abs. He got abs. So, yeah, he's looking in.
Tyson Fury has just released a sneak peek of his training footage and his physique as he trains for his unified World Heavyweight Championship rematch against Oleksandr Usyk. And while many have got funny statements to say about the Gypsy King, it's clear that a lot more boxing professionals are counting on him to show up on the night and pull up some magic on Oleksandr Usyk.
Jump. 5. Brilliant.
While they have identified Oleksandr Usyk's body shape, footwork, athleticism, and boxing skills as his major weapons in the fight, Tyson Fury's weight, as much as it can be harmful to him, can also be the major weapon he uses to conquer and destroy the undefeated Ukrainian world champion. Many things about Tyson Fury's training sessions have impressed countless boxing professionals, but it's not surprising to see how much his physique stands out above every other quality. Jai Opataya, unbeaten former International Boxing Federation champion, feels sorry for Oleksandr Usyk already, as the training footage has revealed the kind of beast Tyson Fury is planning to transform himself into on fight night.
Yeah, that's a good fight. You know, I'm excited for this second fight. You know, I feel like they both sort of know each other now, and
I feel like in this fight we're going to see a version of Fury that we haven't seen for a long time. A hungry Fury. A Fury that can be beat if he doesn't perform well, and he knows that. So I feel like he's going to be preparing the best he's prepared in a long time to win this fight. He was confident he was going to win those last couple of fights. He knew his boxing IQ was better than a lot of those fighters that he's been fighting. He relied on that. This one, he can't rely on that natural ability. He needs to put in the hard work as well, and I feel like we're going to see that.
I feel like Fury, he's got the tools to beat Usyk, but he just needs to apply them.
He proves himself time and time again. People keep underestimating him, and he keeps proving them all wrong. So I'm very excited to watch this fight. CEO of Matchroom Boxing Promotions, Eddie Hearn, despite sounding a little confused because of how unpredictable he feels Tyson Fury is, has given Tyson Fury a chance to bounce back from his previous defeat.
I want Tyson to win because he's British, and I think it could set up, whatever happens is going to set up a big AJ fight, but for the World Championship would be unbelievable. I think it's very difficult to bet against Usyk when he's beaten you already.
What Usyk does so well is adapt. You have to have multiple game plans against Oleksandr Usyk because he can change it up at any time. He can box off the back foot. He can box in a ring within the ring. He can put pressure on you. He can be a volume puncher. He can move. He's got everything. I've always got it wrong when I've picked what Tyson Fury is going to do. In the second fight against Deontay Wilder, he said he would go on the front foot and walk him down. That was madness. He did it, and it was beautiful tactics. I think in this fight with the weight, he's going to try and box and move a bit like he did with Klitschko. By doing that, he's going to let Usyk walk him down, throw those volume punches and win rounds. You can't just win rounds by flinging out the jab and holding and pot-shotting.
I think Tyson can be better. I think obviously with the cut and everything before, probably his build-up wasn't, what it should or could be.
Fury might have to change his game plan during the fight. Two great tacticians, two great ring IQs in there, but really difficult to overcome Usyk mentally. In there on the night, I remember Tony Bellew saying that he just exhausts you with his pressure and his feet, the way you're always thinking, what's he going to do next? Hopkins, himself a former undisputed ruler, is the latest high-profile figure to have his say on the contest, and he thinks Usyk will claim another victory over his great rival.
I just think that, and I've been with Tyson Fury when he fought, most of the people he fought for is picking him to win. But I believe Usyk has his number, and I believe that he's not a big heavyweight, which
I think the smaller guy is really the big guy in heart and the big guy in talent, said Hopkins when speaking to Fight Hub TV. I believe Usyk has his number, and I believe that he's not a big heavyweight, which I think helps him in this particular fight. I just think he has the IQ that Tyson Fury won't be able to keep up and withstand as time or rounds go on. I like Usyk, possibly by stoppage late and not from a punch. I think it will just be a mercy call by the referee.
let's go on. I just like Usyk possibly by stoppage late. and not by a punch. I think it'd just be a mercy call by the referee.
Okay. Actually, one more if you don't.
Joe Cordina, the International Boxing Federation's super featherweight world champion, has also emphasized Tyson Fury's advantage and has gone ahead to give a less popular prediction of Tyson Fury winning by stoppage. Fury, 8-12, stoppage. He'll struggle with the footwork of Usyk for the first half, and then he'll just think, I've got to get on it now. And the weight, the size, will all come into play, and if you've seen what Daniel Dubois did, body shot-wise to Usyk, yeah, it was on the belt, but like someone said before, Floyd Mayweather did that for years and years, hit on the belt. What's the difference?
In unreal shape, but as they say, a good big guy will always be a good little guy, and in this situation, I think that's what's going to happen.
Speaking on ProBox TV, former world champion Sean Porter is backing Fury to reverse the result this time around and become a unified champion. I expect him to win this rematch. He's bigger than Usyk, and that size advantage that he has, he, unlike most fighters, knows how to use that size, that reach, that speed. I think the whole fight will play out how the first half of the first fight played out. A very focused and determined Fury is a quiet and relentless Fury.
Man, 40 pounds heavier than him and half a foot taller than him.
Wow.
If that ain't pound for pound.
Yeah, that is pound for pound.
And I don't know.
Porter points to Fury's size advantage and his skill in using it. He also believes we'll see a more focused version of the Gypsy King this time around. Porter reminds us of how Fury dominated his rematches with Deontay Wilder, showing he knows how to adjust and improve. But Porter added a word of caution for the British heavyweight. Fury has to dominate this fight, and he can't afford to let himself get caught off guard. The stakes are high, but not quite as high as before. Usyk gave up the IBF belt, so now they're fighting for 3 of the 4 major world titles, instead of all 4.
A fighter off top of my head who accomplished as much as he has in 22 fights. You know, undisputed cruiserweight, undisputed heavyweight, beating some Hall of Famers.
He then praised the various skills the Brit boasts and believes that it will show on the night. Fury has so many things in his arsenal that makes him the dominator in this fight. He has to dominate this fight, and he can't afford to let himself get caught off guard. Speaking to Pod Lounge UK about Fury's rematch with Usyk, Dubois said, "I'm still backing Fury for the win. I hope our man does it. Usyk is capable. Fury should jump on him and smother him."
Make it that much sweeter in front of Fury and Usyk as well, because those guys are now eyeing you as their next opponent.
Yeah, they're my targets now.
The 27-year-old IBF World Heavyweight Champion went on to add, "Fury is a slick boxer too, but it will be a great fight, and I'll be out there calling on to fight the winner." Dubois is eager to face the winner of Usyk versus Fury, as it could see him fight for the undisputed crown. As it stands, Dubois holds the International Boxing Federation belt, and Usyk holds the World Boxing Association, World Boxing Council, and World Boxing Organization belts. Dubois was elevated from interim to full IBF World Champion in June after Usyk was forced to vacate the title to secure a rematch with Fury. However, Dubois proved he was a worthy champion during his bout with AJ.
You know, I want to get my rematch and, put the wrong right, and, God bless, and just come through it.
Joshua was aiming to become a 3-time world champion when he took on his fellow Brit at Wembley on September 21st, but he was rocked in the opening round and failed to recover from there. Dubois managed to knock AJ out inside 5 rounds to shock the world and establish himself as a true champion in his first title defense. Now he is looking to secure the remaining 3 belts.
Fight by a split decision, so other than that, if I can just keep me focused and be on the game for the full amount of distance, if it goes that far, then I don't see why I don't win the decision this time again. But don't get me wrong, if the knockout comes early on or before 12.
Meanwhile, Eddie Hearn insisted AJ is ready to return for another clash against Dubois, or even a long-awaited fight with Tyson Fury, despite his devastating KO defeat. Anthony Joshua has given his opinion on the upcoming huge rematch between Usyk and Fury. In an interview with Queensberry Promotions, AJ, like Bellew, believes the Ukrainian has the edge and will emerge victorious once again.
Said that from 2023. I do think Fury's a good fighter, but there's levels, and
I think it's going to be a tough fight early on, and then I feel like Usyk will edge it again, he said. Also in his interview with Queensberry Promotions, the Brit labeled the Ukrainian a class operator, and that is why he thinks he will go 2-0 against the Gypsy King. He's a class operator, and I feel like Usyk's one of the best out there. That's why I think he'll win. Amir Khan, former world champion, has also pushed Tyson Fury for this, given the intensity of his training sessions and his physique ahead of the fight.
Wanted. Now, who's going to win the fight? It's a 50-50 fight, guys. Look, both guys are my friends. I respect both fighters, and but I just leaned a little bit more towards Tyson Fury because he's got the range, he's got the height, he's got the movement.
It's a massive fight for boxing and for the heavyweight division. I just lean more towards Tyson in this fight. As we get closer to the fight, I feel like Tyson might be a little bit too thin. We know Fury can fight on his back foot, but we just don't know what to expect. The fighters that they've beaten to come to this level and have this fight is amazing, so let's see. I'm going to stick with Fury to win the fight, but there could be a few scares in the fight. Chinese boxing star Zhang will have a close eye on next month's highly anticipated rematch between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury.
What did you think of Usyk's win over Fury?
乌西克打赢傅林的。乌西克表现得非常非常完美。
In May, Usyk scored a split decision victory over the Gypsy King in Saudi Arabia to become boxing's first unified heavyweight world champion in more than 2 decades. On Saturday, December 21st, they'll run it back in what will likely be one of the biggest rematches in the history of the sport. Hoping to face the winner is the WBO's number 2 ranked heavyweight contender, Zhang. Winning a silver medal at the 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing, Gillet has amassed an impressive 27-2 record as a pro and is coming off perhaps his biggest win yet, a 5th-round TKO against former WBC heavyweight title holder Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, 2 tough guys and 2 great fighters. I believe that Usyk he's able to use his boxing skill, his ring IQ, skill pace.
In an exclusive interview with Low Kick MMA, courtesy of ASODS.com, Gillet revealed who he believes will come out on top when Usyk and Fury run back their critically acclaimed scrap this holiday season. I hope Usyk wins because I'm a fan of his style, he said. I really like the way he boxes, but let's see if Tyson Fury makes his adjustments. As for who he'd rather face, it makes no difference to Gillet. Yeah, of course. I'll do it now, he said when asked about facing the winner. Without hesitation, Gillet scored a 6th-round TKO against Joe Joyce in April 2023 to win the interim WBO heavyweight title.
但是乌西克更好一点，然后通过他的技术，通过他的拳商，通过他的步伐，然后战胜了傅林，是一个伟大的。
He then successfully defended the belt in a rematch with Joyce 5 months later before surrendering the gold to Joseph Parker in March via a majority decision. He has since bounced back with his dominant showing against Wilder, a victory that has all but guaranteed him a shot at the winner of Usyk vs. Fury 2. I think both fighters are great and they did great in their last fight, but I think skills pay the bills in this business and Usyk definitely has the skills, he added. He moves around, has light feet, he punches a lot of combinations, he has his number. Fury is good too, he has his skills, but I'm slightly leaning towards Usyk.
I think that the adjustments that I need to make is less complacency, a little bit more focus and less clowning, because I was clowning a lot in the ring. I was doing a lot of showboating and messing around, and I wasn't focused 100% when I was in there.
On getting a glimpse of Tyson Fury's training intensity, veteran heavyweight Derek Chisora has weighed in on the rematch between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk, and it seems he's siding with one over the other. As the 2 heavyweights gear up for their showdown in Saudi Arabia next month, all eyes are on whether the Gypsy King can avenge his first career loss at the hands of Usyk, who defeated him via split decision. But according to his former boxing rival Chisora, Fury might not be able to turn the tables in the upcoming match.
We have to give a shout to Usyk. You know, he actually beat my backside. He beat AJ twice. He beat Daniel Dubois, and he beat Fury.
Do I believe Tyson can beat Oleksandr? I look at the way he's going in sparring camp, Chisora told Seconds Out. I don't personally believe that with the sparring partners he's got right now, that they're pushing him to be a menace. They're in awe of Tyson. I think Oleksandr is way more like start fast and finish fast. He knows he can hurt him now, so he's going to come and try and hurt him. He keeps saying that he won't leave him alone. I would love Tyson to win, but right now those odds are not looking great.
That he gives you. He moves along and he's very fit. He's the only guy I've when they were promoting the fight with AJ, the second one, he arrived in London and he went to Olympic swimming pool and he swam for 6 hours non-stop.
Chisora isn't alone in his apprehension. Anthony Joshua's promoter Eddie Hearn has also shared his concerns ahead of Fury's battle with Usyk. While Hearn is rooting for Fury to win, he believes Usyk has the upper hand. In an interview with IFL TV last month, Hearn stated, "I have no idea how to beat him, but Tyson Fury is a very smart fighter. He has smart people in the corner, but also from an IQ level in boxing, he's right up there. Unfortunately, so is Oleksandr Usyk."
You understand? He's beating up all the British boys. He gave us a whoop ass basically. Is he gonna do it again? I think he might.
So, my money, especially when he's won the first fight, will always be on Oleksandr Usyk. My heart wants to see a Tyson Fury win, not just because he's British, but also because I want to set up the AJ fight. I'd love to see him do, but I do see him as the underdog in this fight. Carl Frampton, former 2-weight world champion, also feels the same. I fancy Fury. My mind hasn't really swayed from start to finish, which is strange in a fight of this magnitude. I've been saying Fury from the start. I think Fury is in the zone now. He's serious. He's ready to fight. Both guys seem to be very, very confident. Both, I think, know it's going to be a difficult fight. Massive, massive, massive fight. Also, Tyson Fury has insisted he had a fantastic training camp ahead of his first dust-up with heavyweight rival Oleksandr Usyk earlier this year.
Good morning, people world. Today is the first day of my training for the Usyk fight. I don't need 6 months, I need 4 months and all that.
The pair were due to finally settle the score on February 17th, but Fury was forced to pull out of the contest after suffering a nasty cut in training. Since after the postponement, footage quickly emerged online showing the exact moment the Gypsy King was seemingly cut after he landed a check hook on a sparring partner before being hit with an accidental elbow. The monumental clash was later rebooked and scheduled to take place on May 18th. Thankfully, there was no drama in the build-up and the fight took place. In the end, Usyk became the first fighter to defeat the Gypsy King in a professional setting after he scored a tight split decision victory in Riyadh.
I got 6 weeks and a week rest. Done. Happy days. And I'm going to impose my will on this little sneaky. Get up, lads. Cannot wait. Rule Britannia, get up!
In a recent face-off with Usyk on the official DAZN YouTube channel, Fury was asked how well his training camp went ahead of the first meeting, with the Brit responding, "I don't make any excuses, it was a fantastic training camp. Never once have I ever said I had any problems in camp because I didn't," he said. "I heard a load of nonsense talking stuff that I had a lot of problems in camp, but I didn't have any problems. I had a fantastic training camp. He beat me fair and square. Give the man his props. I don't understand why people have got an excuse like I lost the fight because I didn't train great, or I lost the fight because the chef didn't cook me the right foods. He won the fight, that's it. That's the end of it. There's nothing more to say. There's no excuses. I had a fantastic training camp. I thought I did fantastic in the fight and he did fantastic. So he got his result. Fair play, end of. There's no more talking to be said. I did nothing wrong and I did everything good. So did he. He got the decision, a split decision, like a cat's whisker. If I would have got the decision, great. He got the decision, fantastic. There's not much to say, is there? Am I going to change everything in my camp because I lost a split decision? Hell no.
Hey guys, Tyson Fury here. Back in the gym as you can see. Counting down the days until I can get my redemption.
Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk are set to lock horns again on December 21st, with the Brit attempting to avenge his defeat by the Ukrainian in May. Victory for Fury could also set up a huge domestic showdown with bitter rival Anthony Joshua next year. Despite the Brit's comments, according to his coach Andy Lee, preparations for the Usyk fight were disrupted due to the cut he suffered in training, which prevented him from sparring, and that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.